tweets it, and then starts yelling at her, yelling, "Your father is ruining the country." And then he's yelling to the other passengers, "Why is she on our flight? She should be flying private." Fox News reports the man was reportedly holding a young child in his arms while doing this, while Ivanka Trump was trying to distract her kids during the incident. Okay, yeah, here's Father of the Year. This is the message to send to your young child. You go up to somebody who's a stranger and you're yelling at this person. Anyway, you know, it's interesting. I look at this and I think, well, first of all, first word that comes to mind is tolerance. Okay, there we go. Who's practicing tolerance? The only thing missing here was him yelling out to her, "You're intolerant." But you go after the daughter of the new president. Okay, how classy is that? But also I think about this. This is a case where Ivanka Trump, she can't win. I mean, she can't win. With some people, it's like it's a lose-lose thing. There's nothing you can do. Because she's getting in trouble by this guy because she's flying coach on a plane. Now, let's be honest. If she flew by private jet, and certainly she can afford to fly by private jet, right? If she flew by private jet, you know what people would say. "Oh, she's so snobby, she's so rich, she's so disconnected from the common man. She would never lower herself to sitting on a plane with a bunch of common peasants, would she?" You know that's what the Trump haters would be saying about her if she flew in a private plane. If she flew in first class, what would we hear? "Oh, yeah, look at rich people up there in first class. She wouldn't dare go back there and hang out with the commoners, would she?" So what does she do? She says, "You know what, let's fly coach. Let's fly coach." She wants to go ahead and mingle with and be part of regular folks in coach. And instead of the response being, "Hey, wow, this is pretty cool. Good for her. You know, she's willing to fly in coach. She can't afford it, but she obviously doesn't mind and is comfortable and wants to kind of brush elbows with regular folks on a plane." I think that's kind of a cool thing, folks. In all fairness, come on, I think that's cool. And listen, I would say the very same thing. The very same thing. If Michelle Obama or her daughters, well, her daughters get a little bit older now, but they're still pretty young, but still, if they wanted to fly in coach to kind of be able to mingle with regular folks or whatever, I wouldn't criticize that. But here in this case, would she do it on this? What's she doing with us, okay? She should be on a private jet. Oh, come on. Anyway, this guy, after he was removed, he complained that they just kicked me off for expressing my opinion. You talk about clueless people. No, it's not because you're expressing your opinion. It's because you're being a disturbance and a nuisance and a potential threat. Oh, really? Anyway, I got a little bit more news and politics. We'll wind the rest of it down next here on the Bob Duco Show.